This is... Pow! We got a 3.3k Junkrat. Oh, I don't like yellow here. 3.3k Junkrat on King's Row. Match starts at 1 minute 21 seconds. His name is LeaderLord. He's a diamond. And it is loud. Whoa, getting some artifacts. Oh, where's his trap? Oh, his trap's over here. Cool. Ariel, you're gonna have to look at that playstyle for yourself. If some maps lead to you winning and some maps lead to you losing, look what's unique about the map and what you're doing bad at as a character. Okay. I actually like that move of creating that much space. That was a correct analysis of the situation where the analysis was, shit was fucked, get out. How many reviews have I done so far? 3, this is the 4th. Also, someone in chat was wondering, like, how does he review characters he doesn't play? I know all the characters by heart. And secondly, it's like yelling at a basketball coach that doesn't play basketball anymore. I coach because I know about the game, and Overwatch is 90% Overwatch, 10% hero-specific stuff. Alright, I would give this space up now. Oh, you want to do it? Oh, you did it. I understand. See, what he did right there wasn't the smartest move, but he's like, you know what? I have to tell this Pharah that I'm not afraid of her. And what you did, my friend, is you set the tempo for the rest of the game. This Pharah's like, whoa, this Junkrat's a little fucking nutty. Now she knows what the fuck's up. Right? Next time it's you and her, she's gonna be like, wait, this Junkrat may do something nutty and get me. The best way for the people talking about like how I tell people to play other classes, what was that dumb bitch doing? Was when Lazis, he caught himself yelling at me, which is why I respect Lazis. He's like, fucking one trick, and then he's like, you know what? He's like, I didn't mean that. He's like, it's like yelling at someone and that plays only second base in baseball. Like, that's what the guy does. He's just a good player. And I was like, fuck, Lazis, you know what? No one else says that stuff. Props to you. Alright. Yeah! Bitch knows what's up. But, make sure you know what you're detonating before you detonate.
If at first you don't succeed, blow it up again.
When did Lazis say that? A long time ago. I think it was Season 2 or Season 3. It's because I was beating him one-on-one when he was a Genji. And I killed him like 3 times, and I just wanted to see how upset he was. And he like, it pissed him off for a second, but he's like, you know what, that's not right. He caught himself. I was like, fuck, like mad respect for that. No one ever catches himself being mad. It takes a really good person to catch themselves like that. Okay, so this... Okay, so let's stop for a second. This is one of the high grounds that I dislike in the game. Essentially, this high ground, the problem with it is that it's so thin. It's so thin that anyone here or here can see you. Also, it's see-through. It provides less than normal high ground advantages. And as a Junkrat, sometimes it is difficult to shoot someone from down, like, from being above them. In fact, I've had questions about this, and they're like, I have really bad accuracy when shooting above. What do I do, Chro? And I was like, well, you kind of got to figure it out. There's no right way for me to tell you how to do that. So I think actually this high ground is a bit of a false high ground. And while it is cool that you're holding it, because like this Zarya's having a hard time hitting you, the Genji doesn't though. And the truth is that most classes can hit you, because even when standing up here, any class can hit you still. So it doesn't actually provide that much defense. Yeah, I would recommend, if you hold this high ground, you hold it in here. You don't hold the actual path itself. This is one of the false high grounds in Overwatch. There's not too many of them, but this is definitely one of them.
Takes a licking, keeps on ticking.
Chro says, maybe a random but new to the stream, mostly just watch YouTube. I wanted to say thanks for uploading reviews and vids. Help me improve my more gameplay. Well, you're welcome, man. Honestly, I give 2 fucks less what I help, like, how people like me or not like me, but if I help people, that's all I care about. Okay, so right here, so when he was behind that wall and you could still see the cart, the outline of it, remember the linear stuff? Shoot on the edges of stuff. Like, shoot here and bounce like this. Or shoot right here. On the edge, like these very straight lines on the cart. This line right here is really good too. And you can shoot indirectly at this line by shooting up here and hit this line. These lines are where a lot of people stand naturally. Next time, just finish him off. A better Genji will just kill you. So, 2 things I want to say why this worked. Very good discipline on keeping it on here. Because right here, these guys have to address this issue. And this is what a stalling tire does. They see the issue and they go, oh fuck, we cannot look away from this. What does that do? It allows your team to come around here and shoot them. They have to address this. If they don't, they die. So what they do is, to address it, they're like, let's get the fuck out of here. So by not being greedy and just keeping it here, you force them to disengage. Because right now, remember, Pharah Mercy up here, it's a flank. They're losing the bottom flank. They're losing this game right here. They win this one because there's no other Pharah Mercy in the game. They're losing the main one, though, because you can see your teammates are here. You're going to win the top game, or the bottom game. Once you control one area, then you can easily crush a flank with less numbers, right? There's 2 people here, you'll have 4 or 5 here, and you can win that, no problem. But they disengage completely. You do punish them again with it, with the tire. But not being greedy here is the correct place to do. That is like spot on what you needed to do. Like, even without those kills, that was a good tire. I see a lot of people asking, how do I draw on YouTube videos like this? By going like this, and I tell you, in orange, eat shit. Pow! That's what the haters get. Actually, they aren't haters, they're asking a legit question. But I find it funny anyways. Alright, you did what you did. Alright. Big fucking plays here. Yes, your entire team's dead. It's just you. I get it. But one, you killed the Genji. There's nothing you could have done to save your team on that one. Very little you could have done. Two, you killed the Sombra. Now, what this means is if they don't have that Pharah, if you don't see the Pharah around, you're the only thing in the game right now that has high ground ability. You have to abuse the shit out of this and annoy them with shots from below. Or above, I should say. Whenever you're on the high ground, throw traps in the low ground. I know you just barely missed that, but don't worry about that. Throw traps in the low ground and just rain hell on them. Aggressive! 7 months strong. Damn, man, it's been 7 fucking months. Hit me up after the same. Got some partner info regarding the teams. All right, pertinent info. Hold on. That was my first 7-month resub, so I was looking at that. I wasn't watching. Sorry. Yeah, it would have been nice if you were on that high ground. That's alright, though. You did what you could.
Heroes never die.
You won't get rid of me, that
I'm going to post my May gameplay on the YouTube channel. When I get my May gameplay to a point where that I like. I had a really bad day yesterday and I dropped like 150 SR. I'm still pretty fucking salty about it. You know what you could there, and you got a tracer kill. That's from the passive.
I love it when that happens.
Do it. Do the tire. Oh, I know. I would have done the same thing. He goes Genji. Oh my god, he went Genji. What a terrible person. Oh, that sucks. That sucks so bad. Oh, but that was good. Oh, that's bad. Alright, with overtime spawns, they got it. Oh, man, that was... That was funny. Oh my god. Ah. You tried. You tried, man. I gotcha. Alright. Where'd you learn that rollout, man? That looked like a Chro rollout there. Alright, your team's back. Start taking the right side of the map.
Enemy turrets destroyed.
You just gotta go. You can't wait around. Alright, you're taking the left side. Not my preferred side, but hey, it is a side. Throw a trap. So this is when you gotta use that long-range Junkrat stuff. Good dodge. No, I know you weren't aiming at the Mercy, but man, Junkrat's awesome at those. Throw a trap. Oh, I was gonna say throw a trap out there, and then everything will attack it, and then you can kill the turrets. Oh man, you knew the one shot was it. You knew it not to be greedy. It's okay. You're gonna get to combat faster than that Junkrat. And it's not like the payloads don't move too quick to get away from you.
One after another. They possess a teleporter.
Fucking good shot. I would actually say get the hell out of here. Oh no, they're not paying attention to you. I would tire down there. Oh, they're going to, yeah. Fucking spot on. Don't attack them and go down and find the teleporter. Personally, that's what I would do. So it was good that you killed the Soldier Mercy, but I actually would have followed up in that same route, and I would have cleared up the tunnels, like a tunnel rat. If people don't know what a tunnel rat is, that was from the Vietnam War, and those guys were fucking gods among men that did that stuff. Those guys were fucking terrifying. You know something shot you. Yeah. Okay, they're... There you go. Man, those were the ones I was telling you to destroy the whole time. There's a reason why there's a quote on my channel that says, man, I should really destroy those one of these lives. Because all too often people ignore symmetric turrets for like 3 times and they get shot by them, shot by them, shot by them. Was I in Nam? No, I wasn't, but being equipped with a flashlight and a pistol and going in those tunnels, dude, fuck that. Gotta run at her. Oh. That's the move I wanted you to do after you cleared it with the tire.
The name's McCree.
Like, I'm not claustrophobic, guys, but I'm not a fan of being in a corridor where I can't move my arms because, like, my shoulders are pinned together. Okay, so it seems like both the flanks aren't working for you, and you need to support your team on the main flank. And it appears that they're not flanking a lot as it is, so you don't even have to like hold the flanks that much. You would have killed them all if it wasn't for that damn Winston and his bubble. Alright, now they get recontrolled the flanks. Now you do have to worry about it. So you knew this is just some counterplay you can have. You knew the Junkrat was in here. You could have went up and over and got his escape. But you are helping on the main path. So this is like, this is something a lot of people do, is that they overflank. So most of the game you were flanking too much, you were thinking, alright, I gotta get to the side, gotta get to the side, gotta get to the side. Sometimes you just gotta get into combat and fight. And you lost. Ba, ba, ba. We gotta play the game. What? Up next, random chiptune number 34. I would love to. Already got it open. But thanks. So overall, on defense, it's hard to say on defense because you guys got rolled the first 2 points. Pretty much uncontested. But once you got to the 3rd point, you put up a really good fight. Your tires were, you had good tires. I think your shots were really good. On offense, I think your shots were good too. I think accuracy. I think you're doing good. I think your accuracy is gonna come in fine, and it'll get better with time. Positionally, we had a short talk about the fake high ground. Careful of that. But there's a couple times you held the high ground, a couple times you held the low ground. I think you're doing good on positioning as well. Now, logistics is where we're gonna have a little bit of a talk at. One, I think you are using trap, but trap more in case I missed that. But I think you were doing fine on traps. But on attack, you were flanking. So you were... Oh, you know what? Hold on. Hold the phone. Yeah. Perfect. We got King's Row here. Yeah, yellow's good on this one. So, where you guys were stuck at was basically this. No. Sorry. The one big sign that happened was that you knew the turret was here and you knew the Symmetra was back here. I think it was your first attack or second attack on this point where you noticed you got a tire in here and you killed the Mercy soldier. You knew the turret was here and you knew everything was back here. You knew this entire thing was what they needed to secure, and this is a call for Junkrat. Like, this is Junkrat's, this tunnel is probably one of Junkrat's greatest strengths. So I would have actually jumped down here and I would have attacked them all from this way and forced them out here. But you didn't, but you kept on trying to flank and flank and flank and flank. One, you didn't try this flank, but two, you just didn't try the middle and killing everyone. I think if you went up the middle once, you would have saw this, and I think it would have been like a really hard register. It would have been like, oh shit, they're holding that tunnel extremely like hard. They're staying here and in the tunnel, and that's how they're defeating us. And you would have went this way, but you did go main after all was said and done, and you guys made pretty good progress there. So remember, flanking takes time, and it is the biggest resource in the game. Time is super important. If your team, like, I think if your team flanks, I think if you attack the main path, you would actually get like 2 or 3 more attacks off during an entire game. Like, that's how much time it takes. So don't overflank. If you're not getting any results from it, give it up. or try another one. Try something different. But what you have to do, what you have to get a hold of on the first flank, is when you go here and you look this way, you have to understand exactly what they're doing, and then you have to make a decision from that. And that's like the information level. Even if your first flank is a bust, get that information, how they're set up, and since they have Symmetra Torb, they're a bit static on their defense, right? It's not like they can all of a sudden be over here with everything, or all of a sudden be over here with everything. Like it's meant to be in a place and it's going to sit there for a while. So with a very static setup, figure it out and then attack it from there. Since the flanks weren't working, yeah, you should have went with something else. That's definitely the big one. I think this one was, from this video alone, I would say mechanical skill isn't your issue. So like you're doing fine mechanically. I think you're doing perfect. Positionally, in the fights you were at, I think your position was good. But it was just your movement, and more importantly, how the enemy was set up and how your way to attack it was done. I think that was what was done poorly. Essentially, it felt like you were attacking that point like you've always attacked it because you just have like a method, and it's fine that you had a method and you keep doing it. But once that method gets blocked once or twice, actually, truth be told, at a higher level, you should look at something once and figure out how to attack it right then and there, and change your plan immediately. At the lower levels, yeah, like see how stuff's set up, and then your next attack do something different. Like you have to play reactive. I really do think you were kind of on autopilot there, and that was your biggest issue. But I don't think your issue is up here at all, which is good. These are good things, because down here is usually easier to fix. I'm trying to think, what else? Yeah, I think your alt usage was fine. Traps, more or less, were fine. Gust of Mine was fine. Yeah. I think you're doing really good. I think you are was the video... Oh, I think I closed it already. Yeah, I think you were 3.3k? Yeah. I think you're doing good for 3.3k. And this does seem like a master level issue that you're having. You're getting away from mechanics and more into the conceptual side of things. That being said, mechanics still need to go up and up and up. You need to be doing good, and better with those. Yep, that's about it. I don't think this man's in chat. So we're gonna have to move on. How did I get this map? Yeah, I searched for it on Google.